So today, I think I wanted to just rehash what I think the meaning of life is and to express a little bit more of my thoughts on it and why I believe it and the ramifications for that. So, quite simply, I think the meaning of life is that there is no meaning to life. I think when a lot of people hear this, they get very defensive or very have a lot of despair because if there's no meaning in life, then why live? What's the point in living anymore? And there's well, it's a valid question, and to start off with, right? What I would say to that is a couple things. The first thing is that if we believe that there's no meaning to life, then it doesn't automatically mean that we cannot absc- ascribe meaning to our lives. What's quite beautiful about this idea that there's no meaning to life is it kind of is like a blank canvas. So the blank canvas has no meaning to it. There's nothing on it. Uh, there's no art that has been created on it. There's no inherent meaning to it. There's no substance to it. So a person can look at the blank canvas and say, "Wow, look how meaningless this is. Wow, look how just terrible this is. Nothing to this blank canvas." But what's beautiful about this blank canvas is that we can change that blank canvas. We can paint on the blank canvas. We can manipulate the blank canvas. We can do so much to it. We can create from this canvas because it initially is blank and create something that is worth seeing, a piece of art. And want to take this metaphor to the meaning of life. Just because there is no meaning of life doesn't mean we can't create something beautiful from it and actually give meaning to life with uh with how we act in the world, with how especially especially with how we direct our attention in the world. Our time isn't given to us, isn't ours. It's not owned. We don't know when we're going to die. We don't know what's going to happen to us. But what we can give is our attention. And our attention is the most important thing because that is how we can tell the world and show other people what we find meaningful. And what we find meaningful is essentially the things that we give, um, is how we give meaning to our lives, the things we pay attention to, the things we interact with, the people, the persons, the activities that we focus on and that we give attention to is how we give meaning to our lives and paint over that blank canvas. So I think when we think about our lives and we are getting uh, nihilistic, I think that is, or getting very have a lot of despair over not having meaning in our own lives, let's think about okay, perhaps there isn't any inherent meaning to life, but that is okay because it gives me the opportunity to give meaning to my own life and to paint onto the blank canvas. That's a cool metaphor. I just came up with it, but that's all I wanted to talk about, think over again. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.